Hey, what's going on? It is Jeana hanging out in the Live 1015 Primavera Online High School Lounge with Hoodie Allen.
Ooh, I didn't know that was the branding of it, the high
Yes.
school lounge.
Wah.
Very nice. I like it. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming. So, driving in downtown Phoenix, a little tricky to maneuver, we were saying.
Yeah, it's my first time back here in like 2 years almost, and I didn't remember like Phoenix is popping.
Yeah, a lot has changed. Yeah, definitely. How's your day been?
Well, typical day on tour means waking up an hour before coming to visit you guys. So this is the beginning of my day still, more or less. But yeah, it's been great. Everything's wonderful.
Being on tour, is there like any concept of time? Do we know what day it is?
Yes, I'm pretty good at keeping all that stuff together, but yeah, living on a bus, you get very accustomed to sleeping when the bus is moving, and until the bus moves, I'm
awake.
useless. Yeah, I'm awake. So
That's interesting.
yeah, I don't know. I find it more comfortable than even like sleeping at home, but
the bus is home.
The bus becomes your new home. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the Hype Tour.
Sure. Yeah.
Doing that for another month.
I know.
I saw yesterday.
It's a long tour.
Yeah. How's it been? How's it feel?
Yeah, it's been great. It took me the first couple of shows to re-shock your voice. Where you're like, oh, you're singing every night, and you're like meeting people, and you kind of get a little bit under the weather. But now I feel we're in the West Coast. Like everything is moving smoothly, and yeah.
Has there been any unsmooth or bumpy parts of the tour?
No, maybe. Just I meet so many people.
Yeah.
Like I'm always going out there doing like meet and greets before the show and after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes forget that that can wear you down a little bit and lead you to getting like, oh, you have a cough or something like that. And yeah, my ambition sometimes doesn't work with like my body's telling you to chill out. So,
right. No, that's something a lot of people experience is the burnout. Do you have any like tips and tricks? Like you can feel yourself getting down, you go and like drink a smoothie, anything like that?
Ginger shots.
Wait, like what do you mean? Like just
like where you can get from like well, you can do it that
ginger?
way if you're fancy and you got the whole little juice press thing. But yeah, I don't know. I find myself going to like those juice places and you just take a very disgusting like the little shots. But it's like if you have a cold or a flu or something, it like kills everything. That's like a good tip, even if you're not on tour, I think.
Yeah, no, it is a life tip.
Yeah, that's free life advice right there.
Flu season is upon us.
Indeed.
So get your ginger shots.
Get your ginger shots, and like they'll keep you going for sure.
Nice, very cool. Well, let's talk more about your YouTube documentary series.
Oh,
you just started that.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about doing the meet and greets before the show, after the show. That is showcased in here. So it's a tour, a documentary about the tour. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I always love doing tour content, and I think I grew up also like watching like every other like little tour vlog that goes on YouTube, and instead of doing one this time where it's just like, look how crazy the shows are and like nothing else matters except for lights, boom boom, because it's great to use it as promotion.
Right, definitely.
I did want to do something that I maybe could have a little bit more structure and depth and like show people like, well, this is really what it's like being on tour. So I think the episode that we're gonna release next week, I think we're tentatively calling it like Sick Boy or something.
Chapter 2.
Yeah, because I've been on like vocal rest like the whole last like of the shows that were like last week. So I was just a miserable person to be around. But no one would know that because the minute that like the venues open, I'm just like, hey, and
you're on.
And then the minute the show's over, I was just back to being like, I can't talk for 12 hours.
So when do you think that one's gonna be out?
I think our plan is to do them like every other Wednesday.
Okay.
And if that doesn't happen, I'm sorry.
Right, that's
our
plan
goal
right
now.
now.
That is our goal right now. Yeah.
Very cool. And then the single, Ain't Ready.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Like, what I mean, for someone who maybe hasn't heard it yet,
Sure.
what would you say the song's about?
It's about a past relationship that I was in for a while that you kind of just slowly drift out of it and realize that like it might be the right person, but at the wrong time. And, you kind of have to make that decision to like move on from them. And yeah, it's a fun little song.
Yeah. A lot of people have been there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So would you say you're still in that headspace? Like, even if the right girl happens to come along, it's just not the right time?
No, I have a wonderful girlfriend now.
Oh, okay.
I think this album kind of, at least for me, it spans like a 4-year period.
Okay.
So that song comes from a period in the past, but there are some nice songs about a girl that are more current and yeah. So no, I think currently I am ready for love, but that would be
and
that's counter to my single, but yeah, it is.
Well, the single's still relatable. I mean, we've all been there.
Totally.
Okay, so you were a double major, which is incredibly impressive.
Is it?
Yeah, I went to college.
Don't give me credit for. I snuck a second one in there.
No way,
it's
you don't
easy.
sneak in a second major. That's pretty cool.
I went to University of Pennsylvania and did finance and marketing, which isn't very interesting, but it does say if you're a musician or an artist, you can do other stuff too. You don't have to just only do music things.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, I feel like your marketing degree has to be coming into play here because you seem like someone. I mean, certainly being an independent artist, you have a hand in almost everything you're doing. I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if anything, I use that much more than the finance portion.
Maybe that'll come later, right? Or never. You never want to deal with finance.
No, I think I just light money on fire and just no. But then I'm
wait. Where are the fires happening? Just out of curiosity, asking for a friend.
Oh, I don't know. Just on music, honestly, I'm just like recording and studio stuff, and I wanted to build my own studio, so figuring out if that's a good idea to do or not.
Okay. Where are we at in this process?
We're at I've tried to do it a couple times, and every time I'm like, oh, I'll just like backing off of it, because I live in New York City, where you can't build a nice little studio in your house because neighbors and sound ordinances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you live in a small box, so unfortunately, yeah.
So this was something I saw, I think, on your Twitter. I believe it's relatively new. Sorry if I'm wrong. Hoodie Radio.
Oh yeah.
What's this about?
Saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well, me being the marketing guy, I wanted to do something where I didn't spam every single one of my fans, but I wanted to figure out who the people, the kind of recreating like a street team for people, because we're doing all of this independently, and just trying to see if fans would basically rally behind you in a city once a radio station shows interest in your record.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a little bit insider baseball, but yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do. See who the people are who will be like, yes, I will advocate for you at the station. And
no, I think it's brilliant, because one, it's just another avenue for you to connect with your fans, and that's huge. But definitely something that you need, the street team.
Yeah, they're important, and I think I remember doing stuff with you guys when I came through for All About It. Like, it's amazing to have fans who because I kind of exist in my own little niche bubble, but the fans who come also really want to see you on radio. They're not like, oh, don't go that no, that's where they find so much of the music that they like too, and they want to see their favorite artists kind of sometimes get those opportunities and those looks. So I think in that sense I'm super grateful to have that sort of supportive fan base that isn't scared to let me try new things.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, let's get it going here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Hoodie Radio on Twitter?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what it is. I don't even know. I really started it a couple of days ago.
I know. I just saw you tweet about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so I saw yesterday, I'm assuming, because for Halloween, you were in L.A.?
I was in L.A. for Halloween, yeah. Your
band costume was awesome. Stranger Things?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We were very much not going to do that. We were like, oh, let's not do any costume. We had a friend who went out and got every single bit of the costumes for us.
You were L.
I was
That's
11.
Hilarious.
I was 11. Apparently she just put out an interview saying that she is very freaked out by grown men dressing up as her, so I apologize.
Oh.
It was just a joke. The only times I've done Halloween on tour, I'm always wearing a dress. Last time we did Wizard of Oz theme, and of course I was Dorothy.
Okay.
So do I have a problem, or is this a theme that's going to continue? I don't know, but 2 for 2 with the dresses on stage.
I like it. Are you a big fan of the show?
I'm a big fan of the show. I haven't watched season 2 yet
Me
because
either.
it's kind of I like binging it, and I don't really have the opportunity to do so on the bus. Other members of my band are already 5-6 episodes deep, so I'm constantly covering my ears.
Right. How do you handle that?
Just it's not fun. I'm like, no spoilers, please. Don't tweet me what happened. I don't want to know.
No, that would be cruel.
Because I'm a very big fan of season 1, and I'm very excited for this new season.
Very cool. Well, let's talk the show tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw in your the Hype tour documentary. Like, I did see some stage play, and it looks like a huge show. This looks fun.
Yeah, I mean, I really like putting on like a very engaging and fun show. So other than just like having like the lights and production, I've always played with a live band, which I think makes it a little bit different than like maybe what you would think like a hip hop show would be.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels a little bit more like a rock show in that sense. And then, you know, I've kind of come to known for doing things like throwing cakes at fans and surfing on a raft. So we try to keep all those like traditions alive. And
I think we have a raft upstairs if you need one.
I mean, we can always use an extra one. One of ours popped. I've fallen now twice in the middle of the crowd while doing it. People, and it's only been here. Anaheim and LA have dropped me. So I don't know what it is about the West Coast that they don't want to. Maybe everyone's just like smaller here, skinnier.
Yeah, that could be it.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
They're just like, pop the raft, man. We're done with that.
I think it was some girl's acrylic nails.
Oh yeah.
Went into the side of it and I deflated.
Probably.
Into the middle of the crowd.
Probably on point with that
one.
We're
all good.
Very cool. Well, Hoodie Allen, thanks for taking some time for us at Live today.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.